I'm Jin Isaka, your everyday second-year high school student. Hey Kyoko, morning.
Morning.
The girl and I are childhood friends. She's been unfriendly toward everyone since she was little. There were times when I thought maybe she was open to me who lives next to her. I think I was wrong. I run into her on the way to school once in a while, and then we have a short chat, then that's all. We've drifted apart ever since we entered different schools. How was school? Are you guys finished with the exam?
Yeah,
When does your spring vacation start?
next week.
Oh, really? Same. You think she hates me, but this is how she communicates with others. She's attractive, but has never had a boyfriend in her entire life. You know why. But today I feel she's a bit unfriendlier than usual. You look a little depressed.
It's none of your business.
As she says that, she walks off to her school. Did something happen to her? I'm a student at a boys' school, a prestigious one. There are various types of kids here, ones from rich families, ones from whose parents are celebrities, and those who are really smart or really great at sports. Hey, Takanashi! Hey, you look great for a lower class person, as usual. I do. He's from one of the richest families in town. His father is the president of Takanashi Industry. Did you study for today's quiz? Don't bring it up. I've gone to the bathroom 5 times already. Whoops. You might think he's just a spoiled jerk. Actually, he has such a strict mother that he has a stomachache before every exam or quiz.
Screw the quiz. Did you see the TV show last night?
This attractive man is Asanuma. His big brother is a famous pop idol. Asanuma grew up knowing how busy and stressful it is to work in the entertainment field, so he often tells us he'll never want to become a pop idol. Becoming a teacher who can sing and dance is his dream. I'm not sure if he's serious.
You mean the news? Someone got snatched in the neighborhood.
He's Tarai, the son of a police officer. I bet his father also has a rugged face. He's the ace of the track and field club. Participating in Ikeden marathon race is his dream. The 4 of us don't have much in common, but we're close for some reason. We were in the same class last year, too. We have a chat every break and after school.
No, not that. The TV show about buried treasure.
I watched that, too. Me too.
Me too. Jen, you always tell us about that kind of thing.
I'm glad you guys all took an interest. I'm into history, especially into the local history of this town ever since I entered this school. The buried treasure that Asanama mentioned has been passed down for generations in town. About 100 years ago, this really rich man used to live near this school. There was a break-in and they buried the treasure they stole from him somewhere. It's such an old story that no one knows except for those who are into local histories. And last night, a TV program about the buried treasure aired.
You think there's really any buried treasure in town?
You tell me.
I think there is.
Yeah, then you should go look for it.
It's not like I want the treasure. If someone finds it, I'd like to know where they found it, though.
You have no desires.
You were lost in thought on the way to school. I thought you were thinking of digging it up.
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You didn't hear us at all even though we talked to you.
Really?
There's something on your mind.
Actually, Kyoko was weird this morning. I'm a bit worried.
That's it?
You two should become a couple already.
We're just friends, okay?
It's not gonna happen. Jen, if you get a girlfriend before me, I'll give you 300 million yen. The same amount of the buried treasure.
What the? As Asunama mentioned, they said the buried treasure would be worth 300 million yen in the TV show. The most valuable thing among the stolen items is a picture of sunflowers drawn by a famous artist. If it's buried, the preservation equipment must be bad. But if the picture is well preserved, it'll be appraised over 1 billion yen. Well, I know it's historical and valuable, but I just can't imagine why anyone would pay such money for a picture. At night, when I'm studying in my room, I hear a knock on the window. Huh? I open the window and almost scream in terror. Ah! Kyoko's room window is right against mine, so we often used to go over to each other through the windows. What's wrong? Come in, it's dangerous. She keeps her eyes downcast with her mouth shut. Something must have happened to her.
Let me sleep here tonight.
What? I'm fine with that, but do your parents know about this? I guess she had an argument with them. Okay, you don't have to tell me. You can use my bed. I'll sleep on the couch in the living room. I should let her parents know she's at my place later.
Don't go.
Huh?
Just tonight. Stay with me.
What?
Please.
Her eyes are earnest and pleading. Seems like we have to sleep together tonight. She last came to my room back in middle school. We last slept together back in kindergarten. So we have history.
Jin,
Yeah?
do you remember how we were back in kindergarten?
Yeah, you didn't want to go to kindergarten so badly that you cried every day. There was this evil boy there.
Yeah, you walked me to kindergarten holding hands with me.
Yeah?
After that, the boy quit picking on me.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. The boy liked you and saw us holding hands, that's why.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, I didn't. Before I finished my sentence, she falls asleep hugging me. The next morning, I wake up alone in bed. Did she go back to her room? What was that all about?
Kyoko-chan came to your room last night, right?
How did you know that?
Because her parents were looking for you.
My mother tells me they visited her looking for Kyoko after we fell asleep.
I saw her hair showing from underneath the blanket, so I told them she was asleep in your bed.
Okay.
So,
I didn't do anything. She came to my room all of a sudden.
she's gonna get married.
What? I change out of my pajamas in a hurry and go to her house. There's a luxury car out front. One of my upperclassmen comes out of it. Kanadake-senpai.
Hey, Isuka.
What are you doing here?
Picking up my fiancé.
He's the evil boy who picked on Kyoko back in kindergarten. His father runs a financial company that's infamous for its unfair way of collecting debts. Fiancé? Don't tell me it's...
Me.
Are you serious? What's going on here? I look at her, eyes wide and round, mouth hanging open. I can't believe she's willing to marry him.
Debt collectors visited us the other day. My dead grandpa borrowed money from them.
What?
He'll write off our debt if I marry him.
That can't be happening. Kyoko, why did you accept that?
Hey, don't talk to my fiancé like that. Make sure to cut ties with this man. You don't have to do it right now, honey. Okay. By the time I graduate from high school.
Yeah.
Oh no. Kyoko gets in the car without glancing at me.
How long is he gonna do that?
Lower class people have their own concerns.
He'll tell us when he wants to. Hey, I need your guys' help with something. I don't think I could fix this by myself.
Man, finally.
Huh? One high school boy can't handle a lot.
We're friends, and this is what we're for.
Guys. So what happened? I want to find the buried treasure.
Huh?
After school, I go to Kyoko's room.
Jin.
I'll pay your debt back.
How?
I'll find the buried treasure.
What?
I know it's stupid, but this is the only way I can think of. But I promise I'll protect you. Just wait for me.
Okay.
Even though I said the stupidest thing ever, she just nods. On the day of the excavation, as I sneak out of the house...
Hey.
Oh, what are you doing here? She's got a big backpack waiting for me.
I don't want to just wait for you. I'll help you find the treasure.
We're not sure if we can find it.
We just will.
Yeah, the guys are surprised to know that Kyoko is joining us on the dig, but they just accept that, saying, I see. What do you mean, I see? I don't think her parents forced her to marry him. I believe she volunteered.
She's strong-willed. She'd never stay still waiting for help.
We're gonna have to dig a lot. The more members, the better. I'm counting on you.
Yeah.
On the bus, Terai tells us the details of the break-in. Based on the newspaper from the time, the police were thinking it was done by pros. I guess they did a pretty good job, only the rooms full of valuable stuff were ransacked. I bet they'd investigate the house in advance. The owner's friends, acquaintances, and even delivery men were on the suspect list?
And they buried the things they'd stolen somewhere.
Yup. Are we sure about that? Yeah, I reviewed all the inspection reports. The rumors are credible.
Did you bring the reports?
Yeah, they're in my head.
I'd say you gotta be kidding me, but...
It's a piece of cake for him.
Oh, just shut up. So, what are we gonna do after we find the treasure?
I know someone who'd like to buy the picture at least.
I'd expect nothing less from you, you spoiled brat.
Don't call me that.
About an hour and a half later, we got off the bus in the mountain.
Ah!
What's wrong?
I know that man. He's a staff crew for a variety show. I brought my bro's costume to a TV station before. I saw him on that day.
Do you think you can talk to him?
Sure.
Asanuma finds out that he came here for the buried treasure. We followed the man to see a lot of people digging holes in the ground.
Wow, so you were right, Jin.
It's meaningless if they find it first.
Oh.
No, I don't think it's buried there. Why? The story about the buried treasure became famous about 30 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, treasure hunting shows became popular back then.
And?
Think about it, the robbers were pros. I don't think they'd bury the treasure in the ground.
Because they wouldn't want to decrease their value.
Right.
Then, where do you think they hid it?
I investigated the buildings that have been around since 100 years ago. There are just a few 100-year-old buildings in town, and one of them has caught my attraction. Kanadake's former residence.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they donated it to the town. Now it's a library.
Seems like they love proving themselves.
I can imagine them living in this building.
Their ancestors did.
Is he infamous at your school too?
He's a walking designer's shop.
But he snaps if you make a fine scratch on any of his items.
He overhears everyone so that he can have something on celebrities, on rich people.
He's the worst.
You shouldn't marry her for money.
Call off the marriage, even if we didn't find the treasure.
You can pay it back in another way.
Guys!
Hey, don't keep talking like we're never gonna find it. I'm sure we will. Sorry. I wanted to act cool in front of her.
I know what you mean. We're surrounded by guys every day.
When did I last speak with a girl? She was really depressed because Elvis just passed away.
I saw her smile for the first time in years. All the members except for me were skeptical. However,
I can't believe it.
I told you! The picture was hidden in the library's storage room full of old books.
We did it!
But this is a public building.
Oh. Whatever we find here, it belongs to the town.
Damn. Kyoko,
This is amazing.
Huh?
I can't believe we found it. I had a really good time for the last time.
Kyoko?
Jin, thank you so much. Guys, you too. He told me a lot about you three when we were on the way to school. I always wanted to see you.
So she was listening to me after all?
Are you really gonna marry him?
Yeah, my mother is gonna have surgery.
Oh.
As long as we're in debt, she can't focus on her treatment.
Oh, no, wait! You don't have to sacrifice yourself like this.
Jin.
There's gotta be something I can do for you.
Then date me.
Huh?
Until that jerk graduates and I marry him, can we date?
Of course we can, but I've always been...
Damn, you win.
Huh?
I told you I'd pay you 300 million yen if you got a girlfriend before me. I guess my big brother will prepare money for me if I ask him.
I know he's got a lot of money, but...
Yoko-chan,
Yeah?
how much is your debt?
30 million yen.
That's totally acceptable. You know, my bro loves me a lot.
Asanuma?
We can never let her marry that jerk, right?
Yeah, but
Hold on, seems like you don't have to ask your brother for money.
Huh?
Tarai shows us an email from his father, a police officer. Kanadake's father got arrested for fraud. He said he forged contracts to get money. Maybe you won't have any debt from him.
Oh no.
I talked to my father too. Seems like he's been gathering a lot of money unfairly. I heard he was gonna get arrested soon anyway.
You guys knew that? Then why did you come here with us? You don't get it?
It was exciting looking for treasure.
Oh man, I was gonna kneel at my bro's feet.
So you don't have to marry him anymore?
No.
Kyoko's parents are in front of their house when we return home.
I'm sorry for making you worry.
Sorry.
Kyoko's parents talked to the police as soon as Kanadake gave them a call, but couldn't explain anything to Kyoko because she was avoiding them. Not so her. When she didn't want to go to kindergarten, she only told me the reason. I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
At night, she comes to my room again.
Date me.
What's going on?
You said you'd date me at the library.
Yeah, but I was gonna confess my love to her after things settled down.
Were you just being nice to me?
No, I've always been in love with you. I almost passed out when I found out you'd marry him.
I'm sorry for making you worry.
Yeah, you should be. I think I should marry you first so you won't marry anyone else. Just kidding.
Then, why don't we sleep together again tonight?
Oh.
We can make it a done deal.
I'm not ready for that yet.
I was just kidding, of course. You're so lewd.
It's not fair. Our adventure ended just like that. I heard the picture we found would be displayed at the library. The 5 of us are trying to come up with a schedule to go see it together.